Wood, that's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life. Avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living. That's right. We're pursuing that limitless life. I am here because I want you to have the same kind of success in your health like you're having in all the other areas of your life. Yeah, so you can show up for those things that are important, the family, the friends, and those important occasions, and you can show up intentionally and not occasionally. Listen, you don't need superhuman strength. What you need is a strategy you can trust. You need a plan you can follow, and you need the support and the determination to keep showing up every single time. And here we are in another fast, right? We are in our 72-hour fast. And right now, I am 24 hours into this week's fast. So if you're fasting with me, welcome to the space. Even if you're not fasting with me, we welcome you. Whatever city, town, whatever village you're from, and of course, whatever country you are here from, we're glad that you're here. And then a special shout out to our accelerator members who are coming by to hang out with us. Thank you for coming through and thank you for being here. Now, back to what I was saying. If you are fasting this week, I want you to put your hand up. I want you to say me, right? So I'm fasting. Just put me in the comments so we can give you a shout out. And if you are right now ending your 24 hours, then I want you to put 24 into the chat. So me, if you're fasting, whether you fasted already, whether you're doing it right now, you're ending it right now, or you're going to be doing it in the future, you're still putting me. And then if you've done 24 hours, if you're finishing your 24 hours right now, as we're going live, go ahead and drop that in the comments as well. So you put me and then 24. Like I am putting me, but I'm still continuing my fast. So I'm just doing the fast. We're in the 24-hour period now. I'm not ending. I'm continuing that process. So glad that you are here. So fasting is an amazing way to reset our health. It is a tool that we're using to help with our metabolism. It is an amazing, all-encompassing way of writing the things that we know are dysfunctional in our body. And so that's why we're using fasting. And you are catching us on one of our fasts this week. We'll come back and talk more about that here in a minute. So if you've been following us, you know that we are continuing our trek in order to be healthy. And lots of things that we've got going on the channel. If you go to the channel, of course, there's this week's videos, which are showing the videos for this week. And I'll walk through a couple of changes that you'll see there as well. And then, of course, the big thing is start here. So if you're coming to the channel, if you are sending someone to the channel, if you are returning, or even if you just need to catch up, you can go there on the YouTube channel and you'll see where it says start here. That's the list of all the videos that we've done, which say, okay, if I wanted to walk down this path, if I wanted to refresh, if I wanted to start on this journey of being healthy, where do I go? And that's it right there, the start here videos. Okay, so make sure you get over there and make sure you watch that. On our website, on the website, dwainwoodemd.com, you will see there a little description with a little montage with some inspiring words. But down at the bottom, you can sign up for our Wood Life Design Brief, which is a one nugget that comes to your email that you get to digest it, you get to work with it, you get to do it on your own, you get to I said on your own, but you actually can do that with your family, your friends, your community, but something where you are incorporating this and you are taking it seriously and you're making those changes for yourself. So get over to dwainwoodemd.com and you'll be able to see that as well. All right, so now back to this week's videos. So traditionally, we've been doing our videos where on Monday, Dwain Woode MD Live, we would talk about the topic and then the rest of the week would follow that topic. All right. And we would talk about that on our 33-hour fast, our 56-hour fast, and of course, our complete fast that we do on Fridays. But we've changed that a little bit for this season. What you will see is the idea, the nugget that we're going to be talking about comes out the week before. Okay, so it comes out the week before, typically on Wednesdays, and that's a small, bite-sized chunk of information that you get to listen to. You get to play around with in your mind. You get to develop some questions, And then on our show, we will come by and we'll talk about how that fits into our real life. Okay, so think of it kind of like a lab. So we've got all this stuff that we know, and now we're going to get into the lab and we're going to look to see how that fits into our lives on a weekly and on a daily basis. Okay, so once again, the topic, the idea, the concept, that piece of nugget is going to come out the week before, and then on Dwain Woode MD Live, we'll get into the lab and we'll sit there and we'll talk about how do I diagnose myself? What do I do? When I say diagnose, not medically, but what is going on? What is causing the things that I'm seeing, and how do I fit into that? That's the idea, right? Because we want you to be able to see yourself in those scenarios and to be able to make changes so that you can continue to be healthy. Awesome. All right. All right. So right now I am, like I said, 24 hours into the fast. And let's go ahead. I want to show you what my blood sugar is right now. And this is actually what you're seeing right there. This is what my Dexcom report is saying that my average blood sugar is, and you'll see the report there. I'm going to change that because I want you to see. Here's my Libre. This is what the Libre looks like right now. And so we're in this fast and we're 24 hours in right now. Okay. So wherever you are, I hope that you are paying attention to your body. That's an important point. Paying attention to your body as you're moving through this space. If you are ending right now, congratulations to you. I'm glad that you've decided to take charge of your health, that you've decided to do the things that you need to do to be healthy. And what an amazing way to do that, to decide that you're taking some time to reset, to get your body ready for all the things that you are going to be doing to get it, to keep it moving in the healthy direction. All right. So those of you who are starting the fast right now, kudos to you as well, because it takes determination. It takes good thought. It takes you being intentional to say, okay, right now I'm about to start and I'm getting ready to do the thing I need to do to be healthy. So all of those. And then, of course, people who are not fasting today, you didn't fast yesterday, but you're waiting, saying, I'm gonna do my fast on tomorrow. Now, one of the things that I want to make sure that you understand is that when you're fasting, you want to make sure that you are doing the fasting in a rhythmic manner. So we don't want you fasting 1 week on Tuesday, next week on Friday, next week on Wednesday, next week in the afternoon. Whatever the fast is that you're going to do, you want to be consistent over the course of your journey. Now you can change, there may be a different season. You say, okay, my schedule has changed, so I'm not going to do Wednesday anymore. I'm now going to do Friday, and that's fine. But if it's going to be Friday, let it be Friday as much as possible. Because you guys know that there have been times when I have adjusted my fasting schedule so that it can fit into something I was doing in terms of the family and travel and vacation and things that are going on here in town. Okay, so not that you can't change it, we want to make sure that it is consistent over the course of time. And so that's what my blood sugar is right there, 75 right now. It's over there, so I don't have the ability right now to kind of scroll through. But come on the show and you'll see what those are. Now, the other thing is, if you are interested in fasting, if you have not jumped into fasting, or even if you are fasting and you really just want to say, how do I make sure I'm doing this in a safe way? What are some good practices for doing this? Go to DwainWoodeMD.com/fasting. DwainWoodeMD.com/fasting, and you can download a small PDF that I've created to help you move in the direction, to help you do that safely. Okay. When you put your information in there, you'll be able to download that PDF. And I think it's 8 pages. You'll be able to download that PDF. It gives you some good best practices on how to start fasting safely. And I send you, over the course of the next, I think it's the next 21, 31 days, about 4 or 5 emails where I kind of walk you through some things that you should be thinking about. So this is not, we're not walking you through each of the pages. But you got the PDF, and you're reading that, and you've decided you're going to be fasting, and then you get an email from me that talks about some of the things that you may be encountering as you move through the fast. So if you've been circling fasting, you're not quite sure whether I should fast, I want to try it, this is actually a great place for you to do that, because this community is here to support you. And getting that PDF from DwainWoodeMD.com/fasting is a great way to jump in and begin moving in that direction. Okay, awesome. Let me get out of this one. So that's my blood sugar that you saw there. So the other thing that I want to remind you of is that as we are kicking off the season, we are working on progress and not perfection. Come on. I'm going to put a pin right there. So many times we get into something, health improvement, weight improvement, mindset, relationship, and things don't quite go the way we picture it in our head. And so we throw our hands up and say, well, if I can't do it like perfectly, then I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it at all. Now, here's the thing. If you don't do it at all, the time is still going by. So might as well do it imperfectly and get farther ahead, because as you are doing it, you're going to learn. So we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for you to jump in and looking for you to begin making progress in the direction of being healthy. Someone said to me, well, I don't have 30 minutes to exercise. And I'm using exercise. We're not talking about exercising today, but just an idea. Someone says, I don't have 30 minutes to exercise. They said, well, how much time do you have? So, man, I only got about 5 minutes. And you know what I said? I said, wait a minute. 5 minutes of exercising is more than the 0 that you're doing right now, right? So once again, it's not that you have to do 35 minutes of walking, but if you can't do that, start with where you are. All right? If you can't fast 24 hours, that's okay. Start where you are. Start at the 5, start at the 6, start at the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, and begin working your way up. But that is a great idea that I want you to get, that we're not shooting for perfection, we are shooting for progress. And so this is I love that, because that frees you up so much to do some of the things that we need, that we all want to do. All right, let's see what else. So if you've not done so this week, we've been talking about blood sugars and why blood sugars improve and then they get worse. Now, this is a good conversation, even if you're not diabetic. It's a great conversation for my pre-diabetics, great conversation for my people who have metabolic syndrome, a great conversation for people who are dealing with other issues as well, because the week before, there are 2 videos that are out there right now. The one that says this pattern is not random, right? It's not a random pattern. It happens. You get better, and then something happens, and you don't get better, and then being better goes away. So what causes that? And then specifically this week, we talked about what causes it for blood sugars as it relates to metabolic disease. The next one we're coming out with is coming out today is going to be talking about weight. Why does weight improve, and then all of a sudden it stops, or it rebounds, or I start putting weight back on? Okay, that process is not just for the things that we're talking about. This idea can be extrapolated to so many different things. So go back, watch the video from last week, that teaching video, and then watch Dwain Woode MD Live, which we just did just a couple of days ago, as we get ready to gear up. I shouldn't say get ready, because if you've been following, that we have been laying the foundations for this season for the last 3 months, right? Our Blueprint series was setting us up so that come here in the beginning of this year, we're not starting over. We're hitting the ground running, because we already got the background. So if you are joining us for the first time, you've not missed anything, but it would be a great idea to go back and watch some of those series, the Blueprint series that we just did, Play Your Own Game, which we did, the Accelerator, the Health Action Plan. So all of those are concepts that we walked through over the course of the last year as we were getting ready for this. And even going back way before that, right? The new you, right? We're designing a better version of ourselves. So all of those videos are on the channel. You would have to, get in there, and they're there, but we've taken them off of that main page so that you begin now walking through that Start Here playlist. All right. Let's see. And I want to go ahead and say hello to some of our community members. So I see Jennifer out there. Jennifer says, howdy all. What's going on, Jennifer? Glad you're there. And she says, I'm on the third day of our fast. Congratulations, Jennifer. I'm so proud of you. Glad that you're doing. And I remember you saying on the live that you were walking through some things there personally. So glad that you're here, excited for you and all the benefits that you're going to be getting as you continue moving into your health. And so for everyone, once again, if you're fasting with us, go ahead and put me in the comments. Shout out to all of you. Shout out for the choice that you're making to be healthy and to take charge of your health. Hey, I'm going to put up here. Let's see, where is that? So this is on that left side. Let me get this one down first. On that left side, you'll see that's the QR code for the brief that we talked about. A nugget. If you are someone who likes to ponder, you want to have something tangible that you can do, sign up for that Wood Life Design brief that's on the left side. And then, of course, on the right, we're always interested in how we get better, how we improve the channel, how we improve the content. So go ahead and scan that on the right side, and we really appreciate any input and any information you can give to help us get better. So if you want to participate, if you want to help to shape the channel, that's where you would do it right there. And then, of course, on the weekly insights, the Wood Life Design brief is on the left. All right. So, y'all, I'm glad that you are here and so excited that we are able to spend this time together. This is the space. This is the space where we'll be talking about fasting. You get to see what my blood sugar is. Let me go ahead and put that back up right before we go. You get to see what my blood sugar is. You get to see what I eat for the first time. You get to see what I eat for the last time, and of course, come on through as we go into the rest of the season as we talk about how do we make sure that things that we're doing are healthy and that they are sustainable. Right? So anyway, so that's it, y'all. That's it for us right now. And so thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for, and I'm trying to find, yeah, there we go. Thank you for the choice that you've made to be healthy as we move through this year. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. And you don't need superhuman strength. All you need is a strategy you can trust. You need a plan you can follow, and you need the determination and the support to keep showing up every single time so you can be there for the things that are important in your life. Thank you for being here. Have a great one, everyone. We'll see you in the community, and we'll see you on these digital streets. Bye-bye.